Hey, welcome to the Dray Way. I'm glad you're here today. Happy Easter. Yes, today is Easter. I know I'm dating the video, but I want everybody to make sure they have a happy Easter today and let you know I got a different type of show for you today, but I'm glad you're here. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. You should be subscribing to this show. It goes on every day and it's only going to get better, and it gets better with you. So let's get started. We got a great show today. Let's not mess around. Let's go. Welcome to the Dray Way today. I want to start off talking about tariffs. I want to start talking about soybean farmers and red states. Yeah, apparently soybean farmers are being left out in the cold. It looks like Brazil is going to be picking up a lot of the soybean sales because China isn't going to be buying from the United States. So soybean farmers are at risk of going bankrupt. Thousands of them across the country are at risk. And again, I would like to have some type of sympathy for you, but all of you farmers, and most of you voted for Trump. So why you would vote for a person that doesn't really believe or have any knowledge of what you do or how you do it or what your needs are, Donald Trump doesn't know and does not care. So again, you voted for all you farmers out there, you voted for a Republican that you think wants people around that are expensive. And farmers can be expensive because sometimes you need help from the federal government. That means you're an expense. Republicans don't like that. So what you farmers need to realize is the government doesn't like you. Not a Republican government. A Republican government doesn't want you around because you're an expense. But the thing that I find most aggravating is that you keep voting over and over and over again for Republicans. And it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. They don't like farming. They don't understand farming. They want nothing to do with farming. And you keep voting for them. It is Biden who saved you guys. It's Biden who helped out farmers again and again. And Biden, as you know, is a Democrat. It's what Democrats do. We help farmers. You know who doesn't help them? Republicans. Yet you guys keep voting for them. So now, over the next few years, thousands of you are going to lose your farms. Yep, you're going to go out of business because that's what Donald Trump does. And if you think you're going to get sympathy here, no, you're not going to get any sympathy here because this is exactly what you voted for. And the fact that you voted for this, you deserve everything you get. And if you lose your farm, so be it. Find a new profession. I'm sure you can call your Republican congressman or your Republican senator, and he'll be more than happy to find you another job. But yeah, the whole farming thing, I want everyone to know I have absolutely no sympathy for farmers whatsoever. Not when you guys voted for this nonsense. Not when people in small towns overwhelmingly again and again and again vote for this type of stuff. Just like in many states, Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama, I can go down the list. These states are they are into the SNAP program heavily. You guys get subsidized by the federal government for food. Something that Democrats have no problem supplying you. But you know who has a problem with the SNAP program? Republicans. And they want to cut that program and take food literally out of your mouth. But you'll still vote for them. Just somebody needs to make it make sense. Somebody needs to take me and say, I vote Republican because why? If you're in Kentucky, if you're in Tennessee, if you're in Alabama, there can only be one reason that you're voting Republican, because they have nothing for you. They don't like you. They don't need you. They don't want you. Nothing. They don't do anything that's for you. So there's only one reason I can think of that you could possibly vote for them. And that's because they're the party of white. So you think, oh, I'm going to vote with the party of white. Because when it comes to policy, yeah, they have absolutely nothing for you. Never have and never will. So, I get comments, all the time on my TikTok, on this channel, all over the place, saying, what do you think about farmers losing their I said they would lose their farms. I said, do you know how many farmers lost their farms last time? Over 100,000 farmers lost their farms under Trump last time. 100,000 farmers gone. So what did you think was going to happen this time? How did you think this was going to be any different than the last time? Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be any different. And now farmers are begging. They're begging please stop the tariffs so we can sell our soybeans. Yes, you want it your way when it affects you. Believe me, if it didn't affect you and it was affecting someone else, you wouldn't say a word. And that's why, but here I am saying something. And do Trump's policies affect me? I'm a 6'4" tall white guy. Nothing Trump does is going to affect me, except for I want to have a different country. I care about other people around in the country and what's happening to them. I care, and I want to do something about it. I guess that makes me a liberal. I guess that's why I'm a liberal, and I don't care. Because to me, liberal means I just care about other people other than myself. And if you don't, well then, you're probably going to get exactly what you deserve from this administration. Because if you're a Republican, this administration is going to do nothing for you unless you're really rich. And my guess is you're not. Let me know what you think. Thanks for joining me on the Dray Way today on this Sunday special edition. Sunday Easter special edition. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Okay, we've been talking about stocks. We've been talking about investing. And a lot of you have asked, at the end of this video, I will provide a stash link, because a lot of you are asking, how do I get started? How do I get started? How do I get started? Well, you can get started with the first $5 with the stash link at the end of this video that I'm going to provide for you. You are going to get a stash link. And just go to that link and start investing. You can start with $50, $100, whatever you want to start with. And, one of the first stocks I would look at if I were you is I would look at Oxy Petroleum and I would look at Wynn Hotels. I would look at those two stocks first and then do some of your own research. The best advice I can give anyone getting into the stock market is really look around and see in every industry who is the top in their industry, whatever that industry may be. If it's sports apparel, if it's fitness, if it's cosmetics, look for the best in those individual sectors. And investing in the best is usually a pretty good recipe. All right. I like oil stocks right now as they head lower. Donald Trump has a habit of crashing oil. So as oil prices go down, I would look for some value there. Like I said, I'm a big favorite of Wynn Hotels. I think Wynn Hotels does it right. I think there's some other sectors to look at in the food sector. But do some research. We'll talk more about stocks. And don't forget, at the end of this will be a stash link. And get started with stash. I think everyone wants to secure their future, and the best way to do that is, and I tell everyone I meet, because everybody goes, well, how can I guarantee my future? When you're in your 20s and 30s, I can tell you exactly how to guarantee your future. Invest in the stock market. Every $100 you put in the stock market in your 20s and 30s, 30 years later is $2,000. So if you want $2,000 30 years for every 100 that you put away, it's real incentive to put away as many $100 bills as you can. Because the more $100 bills you put away, the more blocks of 2,000 you have 30 years from now. And believe me, I know 30 years sounds like forever. Believe me, I know. But 30 years ago, as crazy as this sounds, 30 years ago was just 1995. 1995 was 30 years ago. And to me, to someone my age, that went by like that fast. So, and again, the link is at the end. Start off with stash. Start off with something you're comfortable, $100, $200, whatever you're comfortable with. And follow this channel because we'll be talking about stocks a lot over the next few months. So that's what I have to say about stash. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments and don't go anywhere. I have a final thought. As many of you know, my brother a couple of years ago passed away from pancreatic cancer. My older brother, my only brother, passed away at 62 with pancreatic cancer. My aunt yesterday from advanced COPD died yesterday. Aunt Sandy, fantastic person. Very sweet, very kind all the time. My dad is in hospice right now. And with all of this stuff going on, it's really made me, if you follow this show, you know I've really made it a focus this year. I made it a pledge to myself to really focus on my fitness this year. And I told you I would take you along on the journey. And my journey fitness is not about, getting in the gym, working out, lifting weights, doing this, doing that, because actually I was doing pretty good in the gym, and then I hurt myself thinking I could squat like I used to. I put, a bunch of weight on the bar thinking I could just pump out a few squats, and I popped my hamstring, and I was like, popping my hamstring, it took months to heal. So I won't be doing that anymore. What I did discover is that to get fit and to be fit to help extend your life, you just have to walk. That's it. Walking. Walking an hour a day is life altering. It's life changing. It will completely change the way you sleep, the way you wake up, if you provide yourself with simple, proper nutrition. Like I said, I get the NMN from Ulu RX. That's one of the advertisers here on the show. I talk about it often because Ulu RX has the NMN, which I take in the morning and at evening. I take NMN religiously and will forever because it makes me feel so much better. And it's available at Ulu RX for those that are interested. It's called NMN. And we have the link up on Ulu RX from time to time as well. It should be at the end of the video as well. But doing that with the proper nutrition and walking an hour every day has just been absolutely life altering. And I'm slowly getting slimmer. I'm slowly getting more fit. I have found that my hour walk is getting easier and easier and easier. Because believe me, I didn't start off at an hour. I started off at 30 minutes. 30 minutes was it. I did that for several weeks. And then I went to 45 minutes. And then I went to an hour. And now that I've been doing the hour walks every day, I'm starting to look at my next goal. And as I'm starting to see results, I'm starting to fine tune my nutrition and what I get. And I'm learning to eat more vegetables and doing the right things. So I hope you start to do your own plan. And your own plan just involves walking. That's it. That's all you got to do. Forget about pumping iron and all that other stuff. You know, we'll get some strength exercise. We'll get to that later. But just get yourself fit first. Get yourself slimmed down. Get yourself at your ideal weight. And you can do that just by walking. And by walking and eating sensibly, because like I said, you know, vegetables, you can eat as many as you want. You should never be hungry because you can stuff yourself with peas, green beans, lima beans, any type of vegetable you want. You name it. You can eat them until you can't eat them anymore. And I just know it's making me feel a lot better. I'm excited for the summer. I'm excited for you to get on your journey and have a great summer. I just want us to all have a great summer. So from me to you, I hope you get on something started soon. I hope you decide to jump on a plan with me. I'm going to, from time to time, kind of poke you a little bit and say, hey, come on and do this with me. But hopefully you'll get some walking shoes and you'll start walking soon. And if you are walking with me, let me know in the comments. I want to hear about it. But that's the Dray Way for a special Sunday edition. Have a wonderful day, everybody. I'm going to go on my walk right now. Yeah, I'm going to go get an hour in right now. Put some music on. Have a great day, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow right here on the Dray Way. Have a great day, everybody.